So on a horizontal surface, friction. Normally, when we were solving the problems on the law of motion, so at that time we were not considering the frictional force. At that time, हम consider करते थे कि that surface is perfectly smooth surface. But normally, what happens if a surface is like this? So what we consider it is a smooth surface, but on microscopic level, if you are observing ना, तो this surface is rough. And if an object is placed, normal हम कैसे देखते हैं कि this is the what object which is placed over this surface. This is what the normal view. But on microscopic level, the surface is not a smooth surface. All the surfaces are rough. So this surface, its roughness is like this, and over that rough surface, an object is placed this way. ये ऐसा नॉर्मल व्यू हमारा ऐसा रहता है, बट रियलिटी ऐसी होती है माइक्रोस्कोपिक लेवल पे. इफ यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग इट इज दिस सरफेस इज रफ. सो नाउ व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू फोर्स दिस ऑब्जेक्ट, suppose if you are forcing this object in forward direction so that it gets accelerated in forward direction, so this roughness, because of this roughness, it is opposed in backward direction. So that force which opposes relative motion between this object and surface, that force is what? Frictional force. Because of this roughness, if you are trying to force this body in forward direction, frictional force is developing backward direction. On the same object, if you are applying force in backward direction, मतलब हम इस बॉडी को बैकवर्ड मूव कराते हैं, तो फ्रिक्शनल विल बी एक्टिंग इन फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन लाइक दैट. सो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स ऑलवेज अपोजेस रिलेटिव मोशन. ये चाहता है कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट मूव ही ना करे. सो इट अपोजेस रिलेटिव मोशन बिटवीन टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स या बिटवीन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड सरफेस. So that is what the frictional force, a type of opposition which opposes relative motion between object and the surface, and it depends, its value depends on the nature of this surface. जितना ज़्यादा रफ होगा उतना ज़्यादा frictional force develop होता है. So whenever we are trying to accelerate a body or whenever we are trying to move a body, so frictional force is self-adjustable force. It always changes its direction according to the applied force, according to the direction of the motion of the object. If this body has tendency to move forward, the frictional force is developed in backward direction. If this block has tendency to move backward, so frictional force is developed in forward direction. It is self-adjustable force. ये हमेशा अपने डायरेक्शन चेंज कर लेता है. It always acts against the direction of motion of the block. या डायरेक्शन ऑफ टेंडेंसी ऑफ द मोशन ऑफ द ब्लॉक. जिस डायरेक्शन में वो मूव करने की टेंडेंसी रखता है उसके अगेंस्ट फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स डेवलप होता है. सो दैट इज व्हाट द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स व्हिच अपोजेस रिलेटिव मोशन बिटवीन टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स. तो नॉर्मल जो हम लोग क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते थे लॉ ऑफ मोशन में, तो एट दैट टाइम वी वर नॉट कंसीडरिंग फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. हम ऑल द सर्फेसेस वी वर कंसीडरिंग एट द स्मूथ सर्फेस. नाउ इन दिस चैप्टर वी आर गोइंग टू कंसीडर द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स if the frictional coefficient is given. So first we are going to learn the factors on which it depends. So if suppose there is a surface, over the surface an object is placed, this object is of mass m. In the first case, if no external force is applied on this block, मैंने कोई force apply नहीं किया है, no external force is applied, मतलब ये body के पास tendency नहीं है, it is not trying to move, yeah, it is not trying to slip over this surface, no external force is applied. So in this case, what are the forces acting on this? That is its weight mg, and this complete weight is cancelled by the reaction. So यहाँ पे n is equal to what? mg. The weight is cancelled by the reaction force, and because we are not applying any external force, because of it can move. So no frictional force is developed. Frictional force is not required here, because ये body rest में है. ये इस body के पास tendency नहीं है move करने की. तो अगर वो मूव नहीं करना चाहता, इसके पास कोई टेंडेंसी नहीं है, इट विल नॉट बी अपोज्ड बाय द सरफेस, या इट विल नॉट बी अपोज्ड बाय द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. सो इन दिस केस नो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज एक्टिंग. दिस फर्स्ट केस. इन द सेकंड केस, इफ सपोज अगेन दिस ब्लॉक इज on a rough surface, now we are applying a force in forward direction. So now this block has, there is a force which is acting in forward direction, so this block has tendency to move in forward direction, so a frictional force is developing backward direction. That is what frictional force is. यहाँ पे इस ब्लॉक के पास टेंडेंसी नहीं थी, it is not trying to move in forward direction, that's why no frictional force is developed in the first case. But in the second case, this block has tendency to move in forward direction, so because of that tendency, a frictional force is developing backward direction, which opposes, this frictional force is trying to oppose the relative motion of this block. लेकिन इसका एक लिमिट है, एक लिमिट तक ही frictional force एक्ट करता है. If suppose applied force is 10 Newton and frictional force is also 10 Newton, both the forces are cancelled, this block will be at rest. But in case if the force which is applied on this block, that force is greater than the frictional force developed over this surface. So if applied force is greater than the frictional force developed over this surface, in that case ये block move करेगा. So Normally, how to find this frictional force? On which factor this frictional force depends? So frictional force is directly proportional to the normal reaction force. When this block is over this surface, so there is a normal interaction between these two. Its weight is acting vertically downward, and that is cancelled by the reaction force here. N is what? Mg in this case for a normal horizontal surface, and normal reaction force is what? Mg. So frictional force depends on the normal reaction force. ये ब्लॉक जितना ज़्यादा उस और सरफेस पे या उस सरफेस को फोर्स करेगा उतना ज़्यादा इट इज गोइंग टू गेट द रिएक्शन फोर्स. मोर रिएक्शन फोर्स इज डेवलप एट द contact of the surface, more frictional force is developed. So frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction force. Suppose मैं यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा लिखता हूँ, ठीक है, मैं इसको रब करना चाहता हूँ, मैं अगर स्मूथली अपने हाथ को ऐसे मूव कराता हूँ तो ये रब नहीं होगा, because मैंने suppose if I am just applying 0.1 Newton का force on this board, so if I am applying what 0.1 Newton का force, so what reaction I am going to get? That 0.1 Newton only, because according to Newton's third law, whatever force is applied, we are going to get the same reaction. So if I am just applying 0.1 Newton का force, so I will be getting 0.1 Newton का reaction. So in that case, that frictional force कम है. But अगर मैं इसको press करता हूँ, मैं इसको press कर रहा हूँ, in that case it is rough ना, because when I am applying suppose 10 Newton का force, so I will be getting 10 Newton का reaction. More applied force, more reaction I am going to get. So because of that more reaction, more frictional force is developed, and because of that frictional, ये मैंने rub कर दिया इसको. Clear? इस marker से मैं अगर smoothly लिखता हूँ, मैं ऐसे smoothly एक line draw करता हूँ. I'm just applying negligible force on the board, so I'll be getting negligible reaction. That's why negligible frictional force is developed. If I'm pressing this marker by some high force, if suppose I'm pressing it by 10 Newton and drawing a line like this, so when more force is applied, that marker is going to get more reaction, more friction. Because of more friction, ज़्यादा इनकी यहाँ पे board पे आ गया. So frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction force. The normal reaction force at the surface. So in this case, N is equal to, for a horizontal surface, how that normal reaction force is developed? Because of weight of this block. So N is equal to mg. In this case, N is equal to mg, but N is not always equal to mg. ऐसा हमने बोलेंगे कि N हमेशा mg ही होता है. It changes from situation to situation. But in this case, N is just mg. So frictional force depends on normal reaction force. Now, when you are removing this proportionality, the frictional force is equal to mu into M, where mu is frictional coefficient of this surface. Mu is coefficient of friction of the surface. So mu is what? Coefficient of friction of the surface, which depends on the nature of this surface या nature of roughness of the surface. अगर surface बहुत ज़्यादा rough है तो mu की value high होती है, और अगर surface smooth है तो mu की value low रहेगी. So frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction force. Its value is what? Equal to mu into N, where mu is frictional coefficient, and that mu की value depends on the nature of that surface. For a rough surface, mu is high, and for a smooth surface, for a perfectly smooth surface, mu is 0. Mu जितना बढ़ेगा, frictional force बढ़ेगा. So mu depends on the nature of the surface. अगर mu ज़्यादा होता है, for a rough surface, mu की value high होती है, and for a smooth surface, mu is low. Now, in mu में there are two types: static frictional coefficient and kinetic frictional coefficient. So mu is of two types: mu s and mu k. That is what static frictional coefficient and kinetic frictional coefficient. Static frictional coefficient we use when the block is at rest, and kinetic frictional coefficient we use when block is moving with some velocity. So mu is static frictional coefficient, and mu k is what? Kinetic frictional coefficient. So when the block is at rest, at that time mu s is used, and when block moves, suppose if a block is already moving over a surface, at that time mu k की value mu s से थोड़ी सी कम होती है, because when the block is already slipping over that surface ना, at that time opposition decreases. So mu k की value mu s से कम होती है, but mu s is variable here. जो mu s होता है ये variable होता है. It can vary from 0 to, so that then whatever mu की value is given, मतलब ये 0 से mu तक जाता है, it is variable, and mu k is constant. अभी मैं example में explain करूँगा. So when a block is moving with some velocity, at that time what frictional coefficient we are going to use? That is mu k. And when block is stationary, at that time frictional coefficient we are going to use mu s. This mu s is variable. अब see, मैं इसको explain करता हूँ how that mu s is variable. First question, if suppose there is a block of mass 10 kilogram. On this block a 2 Newton का force is applied. So now I have to check whether this block is going to move or not. Just calculate the friction. अब यहाँ पे suppose mu की value mu s is given 0.5. The frictional coefficient, the static frictional coefficient for this surface is given 0.5. Now if you are calculating the frictional force, so if a block is placed over a horizontal surface, so N is what? Just mg, because of the weight only a normal reaction force is developed. So N is what? 10 g, which is 100 Newton. So normal reaction force is 100 Newton. You can find the frictional force. Frictional force का formula is what? Just mu n, means what? 0.5 into 100 Newton. That what value you are going to get? 50 Newton. On this surface, the maximum frictional force which can develop is what? 50 Newton. इस surface पे 50 Newton का maximum frictional force can develop. But यहाँ पे हमको उतने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. यहाँ पे applied force क्या है? Just 2 Newton. So frictional force tries to oppose relative motion between two blocks. The maximum frictional force which is developed for this surface is 50 Newton. But for in this case, for this block, that 50 Newton is not required because applied force is just 2 Newton. So friction has to cancel this 2 Newton only. The maximum friction, maximum possible friction for this surface is what? 50 Newton. But in this case, 50 Newton is not required only. 2 Newton को cancel करने के लिए frictional force is what? Just 2 Newton. तो यहाँ पे ये 50 Newton required नहीं है. Friction यहाँ पे कितना आएगा? Fr is what? Just 2 Newton. Because it is within the range ना 50 से कम है. तो देखो frictional force की value decrease कर गई. Because it opposes relative motion. अब यहाँ पे अगर 50 Newton का frictional force act कर जाएगा backward direction में, तो ये block backward जाने लगेगा. तो फ्रिक्शन ब्लॉक को मूव नहीं कराता. फ्रिक्शन ट्राइज टू अपोज द रिलेटिव मोशन ऑफ द ब्लॉक. तो ये तो रोकता है ना. तो मैक्सिमम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स पॉसिबल फॉर दिस सरफेस इज 50 न्यूटन, बट टू स्टॉप दिस ब्लॉक 50 न्यूटन इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. दैट्स व्हाई फ्रिक्शन फोर्स डिक्रीज कर गया. 50 न्यूटन था लेकिन वो कितना डेवलप हुआ? केवल 2 न्यूटन. बिकॉज दिस मच फोर्स इज सफिशिएंट टू कैंसल अप्लाइड फोर्स सो दैट दिस ब्लॉक कैन कम एट रेस्ट. या दिस ब्लॉक विल बी एट रेस्ट. सो द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स डेवलप हियर इज व्हाट? जस्ट 2 न्यूटन. अब देखो mu s की वैल्यू हमारी थी कितनी? 0.5. बट इन दिस केस फॉर दिस सरफेस mu s चेंज हो गया बिकॉज 50 न्यूटन इज द मैक्सिमम फोर्स. तो 50 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? mu s into n. तो mu s इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग दैट इज 50 upon n. n की वैल्यू कितनी है? 100. वेट 50 फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स कितना है? केवल 2 न्यूटन. तो 2 न्यूटन इज व्हाट? mu s into n. So what mu s we are going to get? That is 2 upon 100. 0.02. So इस सरफेस के लिए जो मैक्स फ्रिक्शनल स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शनल कोएफिशिएंट है दैट इज 0.5, बट वो डिक्रीज कर गया. दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव रिटन हियर इट इज वेरिएबल इस सरफेस में बिकॉज़ दैट मच फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. दैट 50 न्यूटन का फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. इसलिए mu s की वैल्यू डिक्रीज कर गई एंड इट विल बिकम 0.02. ओनली दिस मच फ्रिक्शनल कोएफिशिएंट इज सफिशिएंट टू स्टॉप दिस ब्लॉक. So that's why I have written here that this mu s varies. अगर यहाँ पे मैं 0 न्यूटन फोर्स कर दूंगा तो mu s भी 0 हो जाएगा बिकॉज n तो बदलेगा नहीं. नॉर्मल तो तभी भी रहेगा. If suppose in this case applied force is just 0 newton. So if applied force is 0 newton, this block is already at rest. So in that case also normal तो same रहेगा but mu s की value will become 0 if friction is not required. So at that time even if mu s is given 0.5, that is the maximum value which we can use this mu s to get the maximum frictional force. So when I have used this 0.5, I am getting frictional force of what? 50 Newton. But in this case that 50 Newton is not required. Applied force is what? Just 2 Newton का. तो to stop this block only 2 Newton का frictional force is required. तो frictional force is self adjustable. ये adjust करके कितने पे आ गया? 2 Newton का. अब it is we are getting 2 Newton. So 2 Newton का frictional force is equal to mu s into n. n तो change होगा नहीं. n is what? mg. तो mu s is equal to what? The frictional force divided by n. So mu s is reduced to 0.02. उसकी maximum value 0.5 थी but it is not required. 0.5 is not required. That's why it is reduced to 0.02. So static frictional coefficient is variable. It varies from situation to situation. But when the block is already moving, so at that time we are going to use kinetic frictional coefficient, which is always constant. In a question, if separately these two values are given, in any question if mu s and mu k is given, then when block is moving use mu k. Otherwise if mu k is not given ना तो always use mu s. अगर mu k की वैल्यू अलग से मेंशन नहीं करता है तो यूज mu s only. That's static frictional coefficient. हाँ no once the block is moving with some velocity. So if a car is moving, suppose that car is moving with the velocity 10 तो even if the velocity of the car changes from 10 to 20 ना mu k same रहता है. If mu k is particularly given in that question, if it is not given ना तो use mu s only. Even if the block is even if the block is in motion, at that time also use mu s only if mu k is not given. If mu k is given, so use mu k when the block is in motion. But if you are changing the velocity ना mu k की value नहीं change होती, because frictional force does not depend on the velocity. सॉलिड का फ्रिक्शन वेलोसिटी पे डिपेंड नहीं करता. फ्रिक्शन ऑफ लिक्विड एंड एयर डिपेंड्स ऑन द वेलोसिटी, बट सॉलिड का फ्रिक्शन डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द वेलोसिटी. सो इन दिस केस बिकॉज फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स इज व्हाट, बिकॉज द ब्लॉक इज ऑलरेडी इन मोशन ना. तो ब्लॉक मूव करता है, तो जैसे सपोज इफ अ कार इज मूविंग ऑन अ रोड, सो इट लूजेस कांटेक्ट विद द रोड. उसके जो टायर्स होते हैं वो कांटेक्ट लूज करते हैं, बट एक बार जो कांटेक्ट लूज करते हैं ना वो सेम रहता है. इवन इफ द कार इज मूविंग विद द वेलोसिटी 10, 20, 30, whatever you are changing the velocity, mu k will not change, because एक बार जो contact lose कर दिया वही contact पे रहता है वो same. And because of the contact only ना frictional force develop. तो कार अगर चलती है तो उसका जो टायर होता है it loses the contact with the road, that's why mu k decreases. लेकिन एक बार वो contact lose किया तो उतने पे ही maintain रहता है. तो friction of No. If when a block is in motion ना, so when it gains some velocity, at that time frictional force की value decreases. तो mu s mu k हो जाता है if it is particularly mentioned in that question. Otherwise हम mu s ही use करते हैं. If suppose it is given in that question तो use mu k. But एक बार वो जो mu k होता है ना वो variable नहीं होता. Either car is moving with the velocity 10 or 20, 30, whatever. Even if you are changing the velocity of the car, that kinetic friction coefficient does not change. हाँ, so that's why हाँ तो once the block is in motion and you are increasing your force, the car will be accelerated. Friction जितना stop करना था वो stop कर दिया starting में ही, and after that if you are accelerating your car, it means it is going to be accelerated. Friction हाँ ना once ना फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स की एक लिमिट होती है. सपोज फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स का जो लिमिट होता है ना, सपोज जैसे यहाँ पे है in this case, and I'm just changing the example. Second example, if suppose there is a block on which 100 Newton का force is applied, and this block is of mass 10 kilogram, and here frictional coefficient is 0.5. Clear? So in this case, normal reaction force is what? 10 G, that is 100 Newton. If you are finding friction, so what you are going to get? 0.5 into 100, that is the 50 Newton. It means the maximum frictional force which can act on this block is 50 Newton. So on this block two forces are acting. Engine जो है, because of the engine 100 Newton का force is applied, and because of the friction it is just 50 Newton. So in this case friction cannot stop this motion of the car. Clear? The friction force which is developed at the surface, it cannot stop the motion of the car. So this car will be accelerated. अब suppose what acceleration it is going to get? So 100 is the forward force minus frictional force is what? मतलब what you can write? F minus Fr is equal to 10A. That A is the acceleration. This block is accelerated. Friction opposes relative motion, but for a certain limit, beyond that limit, friction cannot oppose. ऐसा otherwise तो कोई block move ही नहीं करेगा. So friction एक limit तक increase करता है. It increases till 50 Newton. Beyond that 50 Newton, if your force is greater than that frictional force, 100 Newton. So because of this 100 Newton, because applied force is greater than the developed frictional force. So due to this greater applied force, this block is accelerated. So F minus F1, मतलब 100 minus 50 is equal to what? 10A. So 100 minus 50, 50 is equal to 10A. So what acceleration it is going to gain? 5 meter per second square. Now, if suppose here you are applying 200 Newton का force, in that case also friction will be like this only, because friction does not depend on your applied force ना, when that force is beyond the limit. अब इसको मैं 200, 500, 700, 1000 Newton कर दूंगा तो भी friction तो इसी फॉर्मूले से आएगा. Friction will always be 50 Newton only, even if you are changing this force to 400. In this case, what acceleration it is going to get? 5 meter per second square. If I am changing this force to 400 Newton, in that case also friction तो same ही रहेगा, because friction is at its limit. इससे ज़्यादा वो नहीं जा सकता for this surface या for this block. So when your car is already in motion and you are increasing, you are accelerating your car, you are applying more force on your car. So it is going to gain the high velocity, but at that time friction is already at saturation state. It cannot go beyond that. So frictional force does not depend on your velocity, it does not depend on the applied force acting on that block when the block is already in motion. It is variable when block is at rest. अब जैसे सपोज करो यहाँ पे क्या होता था 50 न्यूटन था, मैं अगर यहाँ पे 10 न्यूटन अप्लाई करूँगा तो ब्लॉक इज स्टेशनरी, तो फ्रिक्शन रिड्यूस हो जाएगा 10 पे आ जाएगा. If you are applying 20 Newton, friction will become 20. If you are applying 30 Newton, friction will become 30. If you are applying 40 Newton, friction will become 40. But if you are applying 400 Newton, yeah, you are applying 400,000, you are increasing. When the block is already in motion and you are increasing your force, so friction cannot go beyond this 50 Newton. It is restricted for this value. इससे ज़्यादा वो नहीं जा सकता. So once friction reaches at its saturation state, and you are applying more and more force on your block. So when you are increasing that force, because of that force, frictional force will not be changed. It changes when the block is at rest. Stationary block, that's why mu s is variable, but mu k is constant. When the block is already in motion, at that time frictional force will not be changed by applying or by changing the force. But when the block is stationary, so at that state if you are changing your force, that mu s is variable, friction changes accordingly. So this is what the maximum frictional force. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं जा सकता. If you are applying 100 Newton or 400 Newton का force ना, here it will become 400. 400 minus 50 is equal to 10. So what we are going to get? 350 is equal to 10 A. या A की value will getting 35 meter per second square. So once the block is in motion, mu k active हो जाता है, mu s नहीं रह जाता. Only mu s is variable. When the block is stationary, at that time only frictional force की value changes according to that applied force. When the block is already in motion, at that time frictional force saturate हो जाता है, वो maximum पे था, उससे ज़्यादा वो नहीं जा सकता. अगर उससे जाता तो वो रोक ही लेता ना ब्लॉक को. Clear? Okay. So this is the simple case. Here the normal action force is what? Just the weight of that block. Now if I am applying more and more forces on this, so you don't have to remember always that n is always mg only. N is the normal reaction force. Most of the time students make that mistake. What do you think? N is always mg. So for a horizontal surface and for a single block, n is mg. But if suppose this force is acting at some angle, ये force का कुछ angle हो यहाँ पे, then normal reaction force changes. So in that case, you just don't have to remember that n is always mg. N is not always mg. Third question: if suppose this is a block, this block is of 10 Newton, and here 400 Newton का force is applied, and 400 नहीं बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया, 20 Newton का force applied, and it is making 37 degree. That angle, that force is applied at the force of 20 Newton, which is making 37 degree with the horizontal, and here frictional coefficient is 0.1. Now find the acceleration of this block. At what acceleration it is going to be accelerated? So in this case, what will happen? You have to resolve that force first. तो इसको अगर इधर resolve करते तो what we are going to get? 20 cos 37, and vertical component is what? 20 sin 37. The normal action force is also acting in the same direction, and its weight, mu is given here, mu I am writing here, and its weight is what? Acting downward, 10 and 10 g. Now find the normal action force in this case. So normal and 20 sin 30 both are acting in upward direction. So this, because of this 20 sin 30, now normal action force decreases. So n plus 20 sin 30 is what? 3 by 5 is equal to 10 g. So n plus 12 is equal to 100. Yeah, n is equal to 100 minus 12. That is what? 88 Newton. So what normal? Normal हमारा अगर ये force नहीं होता, if this force is not inclined, तो n is mg. But because of inclination of this force, we are getting a component of this force along vertical axis also. That vertical force decreases the normal action force. So normal action force अभी कितना हो गया? 88. Now you can find the frictional force. So what frictional force we are going to get? Frictional force is 0.1 into 88. That is just 8.8 Newton. That frictional force is acting on this block. 8.8 Newton is the maximum frictional force which is acting on this block. The force which is responsible for its acceleration, the force which is acting in forward direction to accelerate this block is what? 20 cos 37. That force is greater than the frictional force, because if you are calculating this 20 cos 37 is what, 4 by 5. So this force is equal to 16 Newton. So on this block, frictional force is what, 8.8 Newton. Forward force is what, 16 Newton. So this block cannot be at rest. It has to move. It has to be accelerated in forward direction. Now you can find that acceleration. So 16 minus 8.8 is equal to ma, that 10a. And by solving this, you can get the acceleration of this block. In the similar case, if suppose this force is pointing in downward direction on the same block, how that force can increase the reaction also? In the previous case, in this case, this applied force decreases the reaction. If this force is acting like this, the same force 20 Newton, and it is inclined by 37 degree. Now in this case, its component will be like this. One component in this direction and other component is in this direction. This component is what, 20 cos 37, that is 16 Newton. And the component here is what, 20 sin 37, that is 12 Newton again. Normal action force will be acting like this and its weight is acting here 10 g. The same question I am taking, I just change the direction of the force. And here mu is equal to 0.1. Now in this case, what will happen? Normal is equal to this, because this normal is what, the upward force, and these two forces are in downward direction. This force, the component of this force 20 sin 30 increases the normal because it is acting in the direction of weight. So it is added with the weight, so normal action force, overall normal action force increases. So in this case, what normal action force we are going to get? N is equal to 10 g plus this component. That is what, 20 into 3 by 5. So 100 plus 12. So that is 12 Newton. So in this case, because of this applied force, normal action force increases. So you just don't have to learn that normal is always mg. Normal changes from situation to situation. You just have to count all the forces which are against normal action force. So here, what normal we are getting? 112 Newton. Now you can get the frictional. So frictional force is what? 0.1 into 112. That is, we are going to get 11.2 Newton. But the applied force, the force which is acting on this block in backward direction. Here this block has tendency to move in backward direction. So that backward force is what? 16 Newton, which is greater than this frictional force. It means the block is accelerated. So again, F minus friction. So because this force is acting in backward direction on this block, so friction will be acting in forward direction. ये friction इधर आएगा. So F minus Fr is equal to what? 10A again. F applied force on this block, that is 16 minus 11.2 is equal to 10A. You can get the acceleration. So acceleration is equal to 16 minus 11.2. We are going to get 4.8 divided by 10. The acceleration is what? 0.48. So frictional force is variable only if the block is at rest. But if the block is already in motion, so at that time जो saturated friction आ जाता है वो change नहीं होता. Here we are getting that saturated frictional force is what? 11.2 Newton. This frictional force is less than the applied force. It means the block is accelerated. Once the block is accelerated, frictional force will not be changed. Frictional force changes when the block is at rest. If suppose the block is stationary and we are not applying any force. So when block is stationary and you are not applying any force, so no friction is required. At that time frictional force will become 0. But mu n, if you are calculating mu n, so you can calculate for a stationary body also. For a stationary body also you are going to get mu n. But mu n की value you can calculate. But if that frictional force is not required only because block, we are not applying any external force on that block so that it can move. So if block के पास tendency नहीं move करने की, so you can calculate frictional force by applying that formula mu n, but that will not be developed. It will become 0. Mu s will become 0 if a block is stationary and no external force is applied on that block. Clear? Now if suppose I am changing the situation. So that's fourth question. If suppose there is a fifth question, there is a block of mass 10 kilogram. On that block, number of, again I am going to apply, there is a force of 20 Newton, there is another force of 40 Newton which is inclined at 37 degree. Its frictional coefficient is 0.5. Here frictional coefficient is 0.5 Newton. Now you have to find the acceleration of this block. So first resolve all the forces, find the normal reaction force. This force you don't have to resolve because it is acting along horizontal axis. This force we have to resolve. So on this block, on this 10 kilogram ka block, this 20 Newton is already acting, and the component of this 40, that is 40 cos 37, and another component is what? 40 sin 37. Normal action is also acting in the same direction, and its weight is what? 10 g. So first find the normal action force. These two forces are acting in upward direction. So n plus 40 sin 37. Sin 37 is what? 3 by 5 is equal to 10 g. Now n plus 24 is equal to what? 100. So n ki value what we are going to get? 100 minus 24, that is 76 Newton. Mu I have taken 0.5. This takes 0.1 only. 0.1. So frictional force if you are calculating, that is mu n. So that is 0.1 into 76. So what we are going to get? 7.6 Newton. That is what the frictional force which can act on this block. And the forward forces are what? This 40 sin cos 37 and 20, which is much greater than this 7.6 Newton. It means ये block rest में नहीं आ सकता. It would be accelerated. So if you are calculating the forward force minus frictional force, on this block, so forward this 10 kilogram का block, maximum frictional force which I have calculated what? Fr is equal to 7.6 Newton, and the forward there are two forces, 40 cos 37, that is 40 into 4 by 5, and 20 Newton. So this value is 32. So total forward force, the total force which is acting in forward direction is what? 20 plus 32, that is 52 Newton. So 52, that's the forward applied force. 52 minus frictional force, that is 7.6, is equal to 10. Then you will get the acceleration. So this is what the saturated value of the frictional force. Frictional force cannot go beyond this value. So 54 minus 7.6 is equal to 10. So A is equal to 52 minus 7.6 divided by 10. If you are subtracting 7.6 from 52, so 44.4 you are going to get divided by 10. The acceleration is what? 4.44 meter per second square. So frictional force is mu into n, but n changes from question to question. It depends the total downward force which are acting against the normal action force you have to calculate. So n ki value, n is not always mg. N changes from situation to situation. Clear? So only static friction is variable. Kinetic friction, when the block is already accelerated या when the block is in motion, at that time frictional force की value change नहीं होती, because with that block is in motion, it means the friction is already at its saturation state. अब उससे ज़्यादा वो नहीं जा सकता. अगर उससे ज़्यादा बढ़ सकता तो block को move ही नहीं करने देता, because friction tries to block, it tries to oppose the relative motion between the blocks and surface. तो अगर वो increase हो सकता तो वो block को move ही नहीं करने देता. It cannot increase after a certain level. That's why that block is accelerated.